Hello friends, welcome to Inside Saigon Initiative. First of all, I am wishing you happy Makra Sankranti to all of you, to you as well as your family members as well. Have a happy and prosperous life ahead. I know sometimes you will have some kind of challenges, but what I can all suggest say is never ever compare yourself with others. Okay, if at all if you like to compare with others, compare in a positive way but not in a negative way. Always compare yourself with yesterday's yourself and try to have a gradual improvement over the period of time. This is more relevant especially for your UPSC aspirants. This is what I can say on this festive day. Anyhow, in today's video we are going to discuss about important defense exercise. Apart from the top important defense exercise which held for last 2 months, and after that we are going to discuss about some of the popular defense exercises between India and other countries. First, I would like to tell you the reason why we picked this topic today is because India, we are celebrating India Army Day today. You know that every 15th of January we observe Army Day. And of course, if you know information regarding the Indian Air Force Day and Navy Day, put your answer in the comment section. Okay. By the way, first we would like to discuss about few exercises which happened in the recent months of October and November. Then we will discuss about static information regarding the defense exercise. Okay. First one we will discuss about Sea Dragon 2023 exercise. Okay. Actually this is the multinational exercise. Here various forces, okay, from different countries they participate. Generally this exercise will be held at Guam, USA. Now let's see. First of all, it is related to ocean water, especially anti-submarines. You know that submarines are the one which normally travels below the water. Sometimes of course enemy submarines also will attack you. So how to counter that? And regarding the sharing of technology related to this, so related to all these things, this exercise is going to be relevant. So the objective is anti-submarine warfare drills. And of course students, in India we have one submarine which works with the nuclear technology as well. If you know, put the answer in the comment section. The nuclear run submarine. Next, participating countries in the Sea Dragon 2023, USA, Canada, India, Japan and South Korea. This exercise, it was held, okay, between 15 to 30 March 2023, last year at Guam, USA. So this is about the Sea Dragon 2023. Now let's see next one. Next exercise is related to India and Kazakhstan. You know the map here. Kazakhstan is sharing borders with Russia and countries such as Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan and China, Kyrgyzstan. Of course, it is one of the member country in SCO as well. You know, recently Iran also joined as a member in the SCO. SCO stands for Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Now let's see exercise Kaz-Ind 2023. The name is self-reflection itself. Kaz, Kazakhstan and Ind, India. Okay, Indian Army and Indian Air Force both are participating in this. You know, like Kaz India. This is the 7th edition and this is the joint exercise between the India and Kazakhstan. It was held between 30th October to 11th November 2023 at Otar, Kazakhstan. This exercise initially it started as Prabal Dosik, but later it renamed as exercise Kaz-Ind. Okay, and of course Kazakhstan is very popular for the uranium reserves. Okay, that we have to remember here. Next, exercise Mitra Shakti. Actually, this Mitra Shakti is very relevant in terms of security on Indian Ocean. And this exercise is between India and Sri Lanka. And recently, India and Sri Lanka also participated in the Colombo Security Conclave as well. Apart from India and Sri Lanka, even Mauritius also participated. Actually, Maldives also supposed to be participated, but you know that the recent government change in Maldives, obviously priorities of the Maldivian governments also changed. By the way, the exercise Mitra Shakti, the joint exercise between the India and Sri Lanka, it was held between 16th November to 29th November 2023. It was held at Aund, Pune. It is a joint military exercise and it is the by-service exercise. That means in this particular exercise, both Indian Army and Indian Air Force both involved. If Navy also involved, it is known as a tri-service exercise. It is a by-service exercise and it is the first bilateral exercise between the India and Sri Lanka. And it is a very need of the hour, especially as China is trying to gain its influence over the Indian Ocean. At this point of view, this exercise hold lot of significance. Next, exercise Vajra Prahar. It is between India and USA. From India, Indian Army participated, and from USA Special Forces, US Army Special Forces participated in this joint exercise. It was held at Joint Training Nodes, Umroi, Meghalaya. It is a place where this exercise was held. The 14th edition of this exercise was held. The first edition was conducted in 2010 in India. First exercise was in 2010 India. It is an exclusive exercise between the India and USA. Again, you have to understand here, nowadays the defense ties between the India and USA improved a lot, and India was the first country which identified by USA as a strategic partner, and USA also renamed its Pacific policy. Previously it used to be the Asia Pacific policy, now it renamed as Indo-Pacific policy as well. And with USA we signed various crucial agreement as well. Okay, so in terms of logistic support and other agreements. Now let's see SIMBEX 2023. SIMBEX is an exercise between the India and as well as Singapore. So SIMBEX is an annual bilateral exercise. It is a Navy exercise. It started since 1994. 1994 is a pretty way long back. Since then we are having this Navy exercise between these two nations, and Singapore is strategically very important because Singapore present near to the Malacca Strait. You know that Malacca Strait, it connects the Indian Ocean with the Pacific Ocean. Okay, now let's see. Indian Navy has deployed several assets in this exercise, such as Indian Navy ships Ranvijay and Kavaratti, and the submarines INS Sindhu Kesari and long range maritime patrol aircraft P-81. These are the ones deployed by Indian Navy. So these are some of the few exercises where Indian Army or Indian Defence Force involved. Now let's see some of the static information regarding the defence exercise. First, this learning is going to be the exercise name and the participating country we are going to check. First one, Astra Hinge, Os Index, Pitch Block. These are the exercises related to Australia and India. Next, Sampripti, INBN, India and Bangladesh Square Tabletop, and Samvedana. These are between the India and Bangladesh. You know that recently new government elected in Bangladesh, and Sheikh Hasina elected for the 5th time as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Then IB Summer. This is about India, Brazil, South Africa. This acronym. These are the countries. Actually, this is very important in terms of the BRICS. And of course, new members also joined into the BRICS. Okay, put your answer, students. Which are the new countries joined BRICS recently? Next, hand in hand with China, and Cyclone Egypt 2023 also we held. Shakti, Varuna, Garuda. This is France. With France, even with France, we are having the trilateral exercise as well. Next, Garuda Shakti and Indo Carpet. This is between India and Indonesia. Indonesia is one of the country with highest population of Muslims. Blue flag between India and Israel, because Israel national flag also predominantly dominated by blue color. Dharma Guardian Jimex between India and Japan. Kaz just in this video we discussed India and Kazakhstan. Kanzar, it is between India and Kyrgyzstan. And Harimavu Shakti Hop X, exercise Hop, Malaysia. And Ekuvirian and Ekata between India and Maldives. Okay, now India and Maldives diplomatic relations changed because of some of the derogatory comments made by the Maldivian ministers. 3 Maldivian ministers were suspended from the newly elected Maldivian government. Nomadic elephant between India and Mongolia. Imbex table topics between India and Myanmar. With Myanmar we are sharing border as well. Recently Myanmar border is in news. Indian government announced that they are going to end the free regime movement between the India and Myanmar. Surya Kiran, Nepal, okay, and Al-Nag, Nassim Al-Bahar and Eastern Bridge between India and Oman. Zair al-Bahar between India and Qatar. Next, Indra and AV Indra between India and Russia. Of course, Russia is historically strategic defense partner to India. From Russia recently we purchased the S-400 anti-missile defense system as well. Next, Lamity between India and Seychelles, Simbex just now we discussed, India and Singapore, Mitra Shakti, Slinex, Samvedana between India and Sri Lanka, we discussed in this video as well. Maitri, Indo-Thai Carpet, Siam Bharat, India and Thailand, Desert Eagle between India and UAE, Azay Warrior, Konkan and Indradhanush between India and UK. Recently our Defence Minister Rajnath Singh visited UK and UK agreed to train Indian defence personnel in modern technology. Next, Yuddha Abhyas, Vajra Prahar, Spitting Cobra, Sangam Red Flag and COP India between India and USA. We discussed about the Vajra Prahar in this video itself. Next, Dastic, India and Uzbekistan, Winbacks, IN, VPN, Bilot between India and Vietnam. These are some of the multilateral exercise. That means more than one country involved. These are Malabar Navy exercise. India, USA, Japan, sometimes Australia also involves. These countries together known as Quad as well. Cobra Gold, Asia Pacific countries, Samvedana, South Asian region nations. Majorly, like India, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, these are the countries. Now let's see MCQs. Yesterday's video's MCQs. Let's see which one of the following is a part of the Congo Basin. It is Cameroon is a part of the Congo Basin. Next, which one among the following is India's mixed World Heritage Site? It is obviously about the Kanchenjunga National Park. It is both natural as well as culturally important. Next, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Ranthambore National Park, confluence of Banas and Chambal, Harike Wetland, confluence of Beas and Ravi. It is not at this confluence. Next, Tulbul project, it is on the river Jhelum. So 1 and 3 are right, so answer must be B. Now let's see today's video question. Indian Army launched a joint training exercise Cyclone 1 with which country? With which country we launched the Cyclone 1? And one more question as well. Anyhow, so what is the name of the Indian military joint training exercise which was held recently? What is the name of the Indian military joint training exercise which held recently? Out of this, which one is the right answer? Now, as we reach to the end of this video, in this particular video, we discussed about the defense exercise. Because of, like today we are observing the National Indian Army Day. So, I hope you understood, and this is the detailed analysis regarding the Indian defense exercise. Thank you.